I like the it's the good morning club. It's
Yes.
Yeah.
you guys, right?
Hey guys, welcome to LoveCast, the BL podcast. I'm your host, Kayla, and with me today is my co-host, Alexa.
Hey.
So, we have some returning guests today. You may know them from shows such as Star in My Mind, Hidden Agenda, and their newest project, The Heart Killers. Everybody, please welcome to the show the one and only, or I guess two and only, Joong and Dunk. Okay, Joong and Dunk, welcome back to the show. It's always so much fun having you guys on, and so much has happened since the last time we've seen you. So I'm beyond excited to talk about your new series that you've both been killing it in. No pun intended. The Heart Killers. But first, would you like to introduce yourselves? Yes, to our viewers and listeners.
Hello,
Sawadee My name is Joong.
My name is Dan.
So we are JoongDunk.
So we thought we would start off with a twist on our usual icebreaker because last year we had you guys play our signature chemistry game and you did end up losing by 1 point, which isn't bad at all. But we wanted to kind of revisit some of your answers and see if they've changed since then, if that sounds good.
Okay.
So last year, I asked you guys if Joong could rate his dancing skills out of 10, what would he give himself? And Dunk, you answered 10, and Joong, you answered 3. So I'm very curious, has your answer changed since then?
No, it's the same.
Okay, good to know.
5 maybe?
5.
Okay.
I don't know.
We've been
I don't know, June, you're about to make your debut in a project group, so I feel like you have to give yourself a little bit higher than 5.
5, still 5. I'm a main boy.
Yeah, even considering some of the scenes in The Heart Killers, I thought maybe you would rank yourself a little higher this time, but 5 is good. I think it's decent. Okay, so last year we asked you guys, what is Joong's favorite selfie pose? And you actually both answered the high angle, specifically on the left side of the face. So I was wondering, has your answer changed since then?
No, really specific.
It is very specific.
It is.
We have Queen Don't Cry filter.
Queen.
You know, always like
Yes.
Yeah.
every picture is gonna be like boom, boom, boom. Nose is nose,
Just serving face.
lips is lips, eyes is eyes. Queen never cry. Queen never cry.
Like a model. Very flawless.
Thank you.
So, the next question we asked you guys last year was if Dunk could only eat one snack for the rest of his life, what would it be? And you both answered peanuts. Has your answer changed since then?
Oh, you know, it's really tough to choose one snack for the rest of the life,
We like to make things hard here.
and it's really hard. Peanuts, specifically peanuts. It's changing. I'll tell you, it's
Ooh.
from peanuts to like
Peanut butter.
peanut butter, brownies,
Oh.
brownies.
Brownies. Ooh,
Oh.
More carrot.
that's a good
Love
one.
that. Okay, so our last one is we asked you what is Dunk's favorite song? This one's really interesting because Dunk, you said the Hidden Agenda OST, and Joong said his solo OST, Your Smile. So, has your answer changed since then? And if so, is it now the Heart Killers OST?
I think change tomorrow.
It's changed
It's
already.
really changed tomorrow.
Yeah.
The First Love.
Oh, first
part.
first song tomorrow.
His
First
first song.
ever song.
Yeah, First Love is
Mm.
Fast Love.
the first song.
in Thai it's called Rak
Your
Rang
first song.
Paluk Nalok. Yeah, first song, first
Okay.
ever song.
Okay.
Like, love so hard, pass away from a hell. Pass in the hell. Right? Yeah. Pass in the hell.
Love so hard. Basically, love so hard, hell doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That is real love right there.
Real love, real spicy love.
Yeah.
Intense
Real
love.
It's interesting to see how things have changed since then. Some things are still the same. But I think we can jump right into some questions about the Heart Killers now. So you guys play very different roles in this series from ones that you've played in the past. I would say they're a lot more mature, or at least the storyline you're playing in is a lot more mature. So what kind of preparation went into playing Fidel and Style?
First drama workshop, and also like we have workshop for like like fighting scene, whatever like fighting scene, combat scenes, and hit the gym, and yeah, hit the gym, and hit the gym, and also hit the gym.
Okay. So for me, there has been many workshops, not just acting, and it could be like workshops such as mechanic workshops. Like I actually have to fix cars,
Mm.
and also ice breaking between the four actors. Yeah, and other
Right.
than that,
Yeah.
yeah, physical appearance. Like, yeah, what he said, hit the gym or new haircuts and stuff. Yeah,
I'm curious about what the mechanic workshops were like. That sounds really interesting.
mechanics workshop basically like to know the mechanics of the cars. Like because in some specific scenes, I have to like go fix the cars, but I come from a background that I don't know how to fix cars in real life. Yeah, so I gotta learn that.
Same.
And my father said, "Yeah, that's perfect." So when my car broke down, I don't have to call mechanics. You can go fix it.
There you go.
Yeah, something like that.
But he cannot.
I
Perfect.
can't though.
Don't call him for.
Yeah. You just look like you can fix it now.
Yeah, it's too hard.
So, this next one I'm very interested in. I know that the director, Jojo, he uses a lot of references in his shows to other things. Like The Heart Killers is heavily inspired by the Shakespeare play, The Taming of the Shrew. So, for this series, did Jojo give you any homework, like any books or movies, TV shows that you had to watch to kind of like understand the story on a deeper level?
A lot actually, a lot.
For me, no.
For,
Really?
but for Style a lot because Style's a character that expresses his feelings in like a unique way. Like you could say in an annoying way, but that is the point of being Style. Yeah, like he gave me some movies. I forgot what it's called, but some are like cartoons and some are like real life movies. And the homework was to merge the two, balance between the cartoon and also real life into one. Because
Interesting.
there's like a line of like very annoying and like in between. So like gotta find like the in between spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Style's been walking that balance very well so far.
Like in many scenes that are upcoming, but it's not on air yet. He actually has like a lot of references. Like he gave us some references from like classic movies like in the 80s, 90s and stuff. Yeah. And like
Nice.
how he wants the cinematography to look like.
Yeah, that's so cool. I think fans have really enjoyed pulling out those references so far, so it's nice to know there's a lot more for people to look forward to.
Definitely a lot more.
It's not like a homework. It's like they just as an actor we have to read the script and do the research on the character that we have to play in that the series. Just do it well. That's it. Maybe like I mean, maybe
Yeah.
homework is like like go hit the gym. Don't
Yeah.
hit the gym.
The whole cast of this show seem a lot of fun on social media. You guys are always interacting and reacting to the episodes every week. So, have you had a favorite fan reaction you've seen, whether it's like a TikTok, a reaction video, or something else? Something that really you thought was funny or stuck with you?
Actually, like I saw so many like the video that like fans made for us, like duration video,
Hmm.
but I cannot watch it all because like I'm too
Yeah.
shy watching myself because like
Mhm.
so many things that you know
Mm.
yeah. So
A little awkward.
It's hard to watch yourself.
yeah, try.
For me, what's one thing that's amazing is like the first episode, right? The first premiere that we all watched together in a cinema. That one,
Ah, yeah.
one episode, yeah. And like I can actually hear like fans live reactions, like their laughter, their like sounds, and whatever sound they make. Yeah, it's actually like pretty interesting to me, fun to watch with you guys. But other than
Yeah.
So cool.
yeah, that's cool. But other than that, probably like videos of like edits. Like there are so many edits,
Mm.
or maybe like some some thirst traps.
Yeah.
Like there are loads that
There's so many edits out there.
go through like
I can attest to that.
platform, whatever platform it pops up on like the For You page. So
Yeah.
very thankful for that.
Yeah, there's lots of amazing
I
edits.
want to watch each episode with my friends seriously,
Yeah.
but you cannot.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Watching every episode together would be a lot. It would be pretty intense, I feel like, for the fans and for you guys.
Let's watch. Yeah, let's if
Definitely.
you have a chance, maybe for the last episode, maybe.
We'll just fly to Thailand real quick. Okay, so Jung, your character Fidel is extremely cautious both when it comes to his job and his love life. Why do you think it's so hard for him to trust Style?
I think not that I think it's about the background story of the father. Something in the
Mm,
past,
Yeah.
and then he trust issue about love. Yeah, that's it. He got it.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've started seeing little hints of that so far. I think there's a lot of interesting fan theories about what might have happened there.
Yeah, maybe like it's about like
Yeah.
the ex. Yeah, his ex.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got that first little hint of the X in the recent episode, so I'm really curious to see how that background will play out for him.
I was crying
Mm.
in this scene, but they cut it off.
Oh,
Oh.
maybe we'll see more Fidel tears later down the line.
Like cry for my ex.
Yeah, it feels like he has gone through a
The
lot.
drama. Like, so that's why
Mhm.
like they the crying, the crying insert.
Hmm. Okay, and then Dunk Style, he works many odd jobs while he's trying to get closer to Fidel. We see him, working at the butcher and a couple of other things, trying to kind of get into Fidel's daily routine. What's one odd job that you think would be interesting to try your hand at in real life?
Oh,
Maybe a mechanic?
real life.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. Odd job. I wouldn't say mechanic is an odd job because
This
I
is
like
true.
cars. Like my background. I like,
Mm,
that's actually a really challenging question to think of a weird job. Oh, oh,
or just something you'd be curious to try in general, maybe.
oh, yeah.
Doesn't have to be super weird.
If I have a chance, maybe directing or something. Yeah,
Ooh,
Oh.
but
yeah.
that's like, but in a realistic way, I would say back to my own field, like engineering, because I'm like a computer
Hmm.
engineer. Yeah, I would love
Nice.
to make use of the engineering degree.
Very practical answer.
Yeah, practical.
Okay, so you guys actually mentioned it earlier, and we've seen a little bit of the fight sequences so far. What was the action and fight training like for the show?
Fighting. I'm not fighting. 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 This show, ใช่ไหม actually, I this kind like I did already like this kind of like workshop before, like it's like
Mhm.
Mafia the series. Have you guys like heard that before? Mafia the series, and
Mhm.
yeah, I did. I really enjoy it. I feel like
Yeah.
when I acting like shooting during shooting, I feel like Tony Jaa. Like Tony Jaa. Where's my elephant? Where's my elephant? And I broke his arm, pop with my leg, and turned around, pop.
Yeah.
I feel so cool, really cool. What's this feel?
It looked very cool on camera. It was really, really cool to watch. It makes me excited to see what other fight scenes we may be seeing in future episodes.
I
Okay, so how has it been working alongside First in Cao Tung? Have you guys all grown closer through filming the series together?
Definitely, because normally we only work with each other during concerts, like the Love Out Loud,
Mhm.
Fan Fest.
Mm.
Yeah, basically like music. But this is our first time
Mhm.
acting in the same series, and I gotta say, both of them are like very very talented actors.
Yeah.
Like that actually made the connection close because they're like teachers to us,
Yeah.
and like they're like big brothers. They're really close together.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to have that kind of learning back and forth relationship on set when you're working together.
ให้พี่ลาเขาช่วยแปลบ้างดีกว่าจริงๆพี่เฟิร์นพี่เข้าตังอะไรเงี้ยคือเคยเจอกันมาก่อนแล้วก็สนิทกันอยู่แล้วครับแต่พอมาเรื่องนี้ก็รู้สึกว่าเราสนิทขึ้นไปอีกแล้วก็แบบพวกพี่เขาน่ารักมากๆคือแบบถ่ายซีรีส์ด้วยกันถ้าแบบเสร็จเร็วอะไรเงี้ยก็จะไปแบบผมกับพี่เฟิร์นพี่เข้าตังก็จะไปกินแบบไปร้องคาราโอเกะด้วยกันอะไรเงี้ยผมไปแบบอาทิตย์ละ1 ครั้งอะอย่างต่ำใช่
So he said that they were close before filming the series as well. So, but the series made them even closer. They had activities to do together after filming. He said that once a week, at least it should be some sort of karaoke or hanging out or eating food.
I'm kind of curious. We haven't seen a lot of scenes of the four characters together yet, but are there any fun stories from the times that you were all on set together? Any particular stories that stick out to you guys?
Actually, this series it's like they close the location every two cues. Like we do not have like the main location. Like our last series, I my mind is like university setting, so we have to return to the university for like actually 90% of the filming, right? But here, let's say like 2 cues for like the burger shop, 2 cues for Styles garage, 2 cues for like jungle stuff. So everything is happening at the same time, really, really fast. So there might in this series the funny moments behind the scenes, like we don't have as much because like everything is loaded with like content and work. Yeah, like go, move,
Mhm.
like, yeah. But there's one thing I want to share to you guys. In the first episode premiere, right? Everyone saw that Style is a car mechanic, Fadel Bison as killers, and Gan as like tattoo artists. And after then,
Mhm.
my car battery actually expired,
Oh no.
and fans were there around my car. They're like, "Oh, Style, go fix your car!"
You got this.
Like it's like a really cool. It's a coincidence, like it's perfect timing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
When art starts to imitate real life.
Yeah. And like,
Or real life starts to imitate art, I guess, in that case.
True. Yeah, that's like a funny story.
That is unfortunate, but very funny timing.
True. Like too good time.
Well, maybe like for like maybe like not like specific memories, but I have good time in the shooting with like because like we have people time before shooting up, right? We have people time before, and they love to talk deep talk. We love to deep talk like about life, about like something in your life, the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, lots of deep talk. I feel like that also helps kind of bring you guys closer together, those really deep conversations.
Yes.
Okay, so without giving us spoilers, too many spoilers, what can fans expect from Fidel and Styles' relationship as the show continues to progress? Because I feel like we're now in this place where they're in a relationship, but it's not quite what one would expect from a relationship, I guess. So what can we expect from them going forward?
Okay, so they are enemies to lovers, right? Because in the first episodes, they did not like each other, but now
Yeah.
they agree to be boyfriends. They're together now. There will be some of like sweet and spicy moments, a bit
Of
for
course.
sure. That's for sure. Picture cinematic style, but there will be like points. Oh, this is gonna be like a spoiler, but there's gonna be points of like I'd say happy and sad at the same time in the same scene. I'll leave it to that.
Interesting.
As you say, like the next episodes, like hot and spicy. It's gonna be hot and spicy, and I think like each episode has own gimmick, own like you guys like gonna be like in a roller coaster, dynamic of
Of course.
it.
Mm.
So I hope you enjoy it with the roller coaster.
We have to strap in. I think they're at a really interesting point because it's interesting to see them in a relationship where there's still so many things hidden from Fidel's end and from Styles' end, but Style is also now aware that Fidel is a hitman. So I'm really curious to see how that will impact their dynamic going forward.
Everything's a mess.
Everything's a mess. That pretty much sums it up.
Everything's a mess.
In
Which
the
we
best
love.
possible way,
Yeah.
though.
Easy to digest. I'll tell you, it's easy to digest, but it's a mess.
We love mess. We're excited for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to move into our next segment, which is our fast fan questions. So these are a couple of questions that we pulled from our viewers and our fans of you guys. So they're just a couple of things that your fans were curious about. Some of them are a little bit more silly. But the first one we have was that you guys have been working together for about 3 years now. So what is one thing you've really enjoyed about working with each other over the years?
I'd say energy. After
Yeah.
a glass of coffee.
After a glass of coffee. It's very important.
After the coffee, everything flows. And most importantly, no more like ice breaking.
He's so unpredictable, always surprising one. Like always surprising me every time, and cannot even guess what can he do. What can he do?
What he can do.
What he can do. Yeah.
What he can do. Always keeping you on your toes. So fans were curious, Dunk specifically, if you had a favorite comedic scene that you filmed in The Heart Killers.
Oh,
Like Styles' character, I'd say 70% of the time when Styles shows up on the screen, it's always something comedic. It leads
Yeah.
the laughing way. So it's very hard, but if I have to choose one, okay, for now, I wouldn't say stuff in the future, but for now, I like the good morning club. It's
Yes.
you guys. Right? I actually saw like a girl like on an application like they tagged me to see the video. She was like only
Hmm.
good morning crop phrase. That's what it like trying to mimic my voice or like how I say the good morning. Yeah,
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. I actually think I
Became a
might have
meme.
seen that video.
All right.
It's become so iconic.
Yeah. But there's many more
I love it.
comedic scenes to come.
And of course, Joong, everyone, I think this wasn't just one person. I think everyone is very curious about Fidel's dance routine at the host club. Specifically, how long did it take you to learn that? We had to ask about it in some way. They're curious about how long it took you to learn that full routine.
One day.
One day,
Yeah,
wow.
because they didn't give me that much time to learn. Then just learn one day and go to this like to this scene. I can't remember. I can't even remember the move in the scenes. Just like the structure of the choreograph, like
Mhm.
like movement in at the beginning, and then the list of the scenes is just emotion because they
Wow.
cut so many
One
in
day.
that in the routine, like too much
Mhm.
dance. They want like something like you know
Magic Mike.
Very intense.
instinct.
Now you can't watch it again.
It's funny, yeah, for me, yeah, for me. It was funny for me.
Not funny for you.
Condolences.
Sorry for that.
But the fans loved it. The audience loved it. Okay, so if you could open up your own restaurant that specializes in one food, like Heartburger, what food would your restaurant be specialized in?
For me, sweets and pastry.
No,
Mm.
for me, croissant.
Right, so it sounds like you guys need to open up a bakery or something along those lines.
Right.
I can make you one. I can make you one croissant.
I can buy.
I love it. I love sweets and pastry, so I support that very much.
Like
Mhm.
buy from you. Oh,
Sean,
Well, to wrap up the interview, would you guys like to send a message to your international fans and everyone who is watching the Heart Killers?
thank you everyone for the ice. See, I told you no ice breaking needed. Just look at you first.
You just know.
I just
You just know.
so thank you everyone for supporting us and supporting the Heart Killers as a whole. And the series only been like 4 episodes right now while this is filmed. And I'm gonna tell you everything. A lot of things are coming. Like many spicy scenes, sweet scenes, and like all-rounder scenes are coming. And also thank you guys for like supporting through social media, like all the hashtags in the trends, everything. Just love you guys. Thank you so much for everything you've done to us.
yeah, and we promise that we're gonna fly as a bird to you guys. But definitely have so many events in your country.
Yes.
Whatever where you are, right? Where you are. Yeah, correct.
Yes.
See you guys.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Wherever we are, JoongDunk will be there.
We're gonna be everywhere to training club.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for sitting down with us today, talking about the Heart Killers, talking about some other fun stuff. We really appreciate it. And yeah, just thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that's it for our episode this week. Thank you again to Joong and Dunk for sitting down with us. And thank you to our wonderful interpreter, Gam. Tune in to the Heart Killers every Wednesday on iQIYI if you're in the United States, Canada, Southeast Asia, Taiwan, and South America. Or you can tune in on Gaga Ooh La La and YouTube in select regions. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. And while you're at it, why not share this episode with your friends? It really helps us out. Thank you again for joining us this week, and we hope to see you again soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay.